Hey everybody, went to my doctor today for the follow-up from my blood work 2 weeks ago, and I got a little information to give you guys, so stay tuned. Everybody, thanks for coming back. If you're wondering why I'm wearing the same shirt as my video last night, it's because, well, I put this on just to do the video. I figured it was good enough to wear to my doctor's appointment today. So that's why. So anyway, I went to my doctor's today and got my blood results back. I'll go over a couple things with you. His concerns were because I've been taking 2 medications for diabetes so long that he was afraid my liver and my kidneys were going to be very bad. He was afraid I was going to end up on dialysis and things like that. So my blood work came back. He was actually quite surprised. The main thing, my kidney function, or the creatinine level, was 0.89. And he said that's lower than what his is. And he's a healthy guy, so that was pretty good. It needs to be below 135. So I think that's pretty good. My electrolytes are fine. I'm reading the sheet, so that's what I'm looking for here. My sodium it's a little bit low, but not enough to trigger anything. It should be above 135, and mine's 138. Potassium should be above 3.5, mine's 4.2. The liver test, or the ALT, should be between 9 and 46, and mine is 25. So my kidneys and my liver are functioning perfectly. And that was a surprise to him, but I knew nothing was wrong. That's, I know my body well enough. Now, my vitamin D, I am deficient in vitamin D. It needs to be between 30 and 100, and mine is actually 12. So I'm going to start taking vitamin D once a week. And my A1C, now that's your sugar level, your hemoglobin, that it needs to be below 5.7. And mine is 9, which is high. But he's not that concerned. He wants to check it again in a couple of months to see. There was a recent move, change the doctors. He said anything like that can throw your sugar off, changing the way you eat a little bit. But fortunately, it's not like it was when I had the stroke. When I had my stroke, it was 14. So that was a ticking time bomb right there. But so we're not that high. So we're actually doing good as far as that goes. To page 2. Red blood count is on the mark at 8.8. My red blood count is on the mark of 5.3. White blood count is 8.8, which is straight down the middle. Platelets are doing really well. Microalbumin is 0.9, which is, they want that to be a 0, seeing microalbumin in urine, but being a 0.9, that's not enough to trigger anything to alarm anybody, so that's good. And my microalbumin creatinine ratio is 4, and that should be below 30, so that's pretty good. And let's see, the last page is where there's a little bit more concern. My LDL cholesterol is good at 62. My HDL is just a little bit low. It should be above 40, but mine's 35. So, changing the way I eat a little bit, that will get back up to where it needs to be. My overall cholesterol is only 150, which is excellent for somebody my size. Now, my triglycerides, on the other hand, that is a concern. It's 263, and that should be below 150. And he said the biggest thing about that is changing the way I eat as far as, greasy food and cheese. And cheese is going to be the hard one. I love cheese. Anybody that knows me knows I love cheese. So I put cheese on my cheese sometimes. So that's going to be something to work on. But all in all, the results were really good. They're not anything that I didn't expect. Post-stroke, right after I had a vitamin D deficiency. So that doesn't surprise me that I still have it. So, pretty good. It kind of astonished him as well because he was really expecting the marks on my kidneys and livers to be really bad. Livers. I only have one liver. I could say liver lobes, but anyway. My liver is okay, and my kidneys they're functioning perfectly well, which is good news to me, and I'm very happy about that. So that's pretty much my update on that. I'm fairly healthy. I just got to change a few things as far as overall health. Now, I told you guys about my neurology visit, or did I? And I just looked back and I actually did talk about my neurology visit, and I really like that doctor. The doctor I see is my primary care. My wife can't stand him, but I think he's okay. It's just a matter of coming on the same page and understanding each other. I believe that he has a thing about women because, I mean, he wouldn't let her talk at all and direct everything towards me. Well, sometimes with stroke patients, their primary care person needs to be there to answer the questions that I sometimes might forget or I just forget. So he needs to understand that I'm going to discuss that with him on the next visit. I go back in 2 months. And I will discuss that with him because she's important as far as my recovery and the things that I do and don't do. Because I may do or don't do things that I don't realize that she does. So that's very important for her to be there. So he even had a student following him today. Now, I've been affiliated with many hospitals or teaching hospitals, and the students follow the doctor, see what the doctor is doing, and to learn how do you talk to patients and things like that. But this student was female, and she and the doctor were never in the room at the same time. She came in, did some vitals, this and this, that, and the other. Then he came in, and then he left, and she came in. So I think it's kind of a thing with women. His culture, we're not sure if he's Nigerian or Haitian, but I think that it's a subservient thing with women to him that they're not equal, so he doesn't really care about what is said. But I know that most of his patients are male as well too, so that may be the reason. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I mean, I think he'll be okay. It ended up him asking me, well, do you want to add this for your diabetes? Do you want to try to do this? And I'm just concerned about you taking this because of this. And I told him, I'm not stupid, doc. If my blood sugar's 100, I'm not going to take a glipizide pill or glipizide pill because it'll bottom out. So he knows, and that I understand what's going on with my body. Oh, it's really raining nice. It's been a soaking rain all day here somewhere in Georgia. And I don't know if you can hear that, but man, I'm loving every bit of this. I'm out in the cave and it's beating off the roof, and as long as it don't come inside, we're okay. We're okay. So we have a little tree limb down. Fortunately, it's not a big tree limb, but as you can see here, we've got super tall trees. We have medium-sized trees, and we have trees that go up, over 100 feet. But luckily, that was just a little branch that came down, and that's all. So we're very lucky. So they warn you about, if you're diabetic, they don't want you to drink any diet products. And so, okay, I mean, there's not much left besides regular water, which that's what they want you to drink. But, having a little bit in moderation is fine. So we are drinking a Barks root beer. It's a big cup, but it's just one. There's just one can in here. But I love me some root beer. Tried the diet root beer. It's not for me. Don't like it. But they don't want you drinking diet drinks because I guess it's been proven that something about diet drinks cause your pituitary gland to send calcium to the wrong parts of your body. Something like that, and you become calcium deficient and things like that. So they say to try to stay away from it. Plus, aspartame in large quantities is not good for you. So I just drink the occasional soft drink. I might have some, unsweet tea with Splenda in it or something like that. But I try to do well as far as that and try not to kill the soft drinks because those are just empty calories, man. They will do you in. They will put weight on you quicker than anything. All in all, I'm happy with the appointment. Oh, I also saw the podiatrist today for my feet, and they were swollen as they have been lately, and they were hurting as they have been lately. And he has prescribed me a boot, diabetic boot to wear, and he's also prescribed a diabetic shoes. So that should help. He's sending me to a cardiologist because for some reason my feet are kind of turning especially my left foot, my weak one, is turning a purplish color at times. It comes and goes, but it was pretty purple today. He says kind of a vascular problem, so he wants me to see a cardiologist to see what's going on there, which I will do. I mean, we're doing everything that he asked us to do. I mean, why not? I want to get better. I don't like being not well, so I want to do whatever I can to improve myself. I'm going to leave that with you today, and I'll probably do another video when I think of some stuff, but I just want to give an update on my doctor's visits. So, hey, this is Penguin Speaks. Be somebody important. Be yourself. Peace out.